So, hello everyone, how are you? You are welcome to the Study Buddy channel. You are at the right channel if you want to learn matter of chemistry. So, today we are going to learn matter. Now, it is an line by line explanation, but actually I have written it by mistake. It is not in Hindi, it is in English. So, let's study matter. Okay. Matter is anything that can be preserved by the senses. It occupies space and has mass and can neither be created nor destroyed. It is made up of one kind of particles called substances. Wait a second now. I am started taking breathing because I have a book in front of me and I am showing that book in my laptop screen and recording is also clear. I hope so. Now, let me resume my video. No, let me tell you first that I first make a video and uploaded it to my YouTube channel, Study Buddy. You can see, go and see there. And the main, wait, yeah, seeing my own video coming in ad. I'm seeing my own video and ad is coming. I'm uploading that to my YouTube channel and that and then I read all the sentence that I have uploaded and then only I have to. So let's go to another page. No, first let's read. One kind of matter can be distinguished from another by its physical and chemical properties. Now, the procedure of this example is on one side of the scale is placed a solid object or in solid material, you can say whatever you want, and the observation that we get to see is the scale tilts to the side where the solid is placed because it contains mass. And the definition of matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. This is the main definition of matter, and but I have placed it in a very easier and simple way so that you can understand. And now the conclusion is therefore all solids have mass. I know that. Now, experimental study. Okay. First, let me tell you that there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. Let's go. Now, the producer on one side of the scale is placed a liquid in a beaker. You can see here that in a beaker of 100 ml, a liquid is filled up to 65 ml. And the observation that we get up to see the scale tilts to the side where the liquid is placed because the mass of the liquid in the beaker causes the scale to tilt. And it and everything we know that everything has a weight and mass is contained by weight. So therefore all liquids have mass, but in gases there are no mass. C. Producer procedure. A balloon is inflated with air and placed on one side of the scale. Okay, but the scale will not tilt because with a gas or any type of gas such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, it doesn't have any weight. And the observation that you get to see the scale tilts to the side where the balloon is placed. But I was wrong. Wait. The mass of the gas, i.e., the air in the balloon, causes the scale to tilt to the one side. Therefore, all gases have mass. I was telling. Wait. I was telling about all gases are mass. All gases doesn't have weight. They have weight, but if if we take a scale and in one side we put a inflated balloon, in one side we take a normal balloon and place it, the inflated balloon will get more heavier and compared to that normal balloon. Now experimental study solids occupy space. Solid occupy space, and the procedure is take a measuring cylinder and wait. If you want to do or learn better through this video, then please take all the things with you and do the experiment so that you can understand more better. Take a measuring cylinders and fill it up to 100 cc mark with water. Now a solid is slowly immersed inside the cylinder. This is, I think, no. Observation. The water level rises above the 100 cc and if the solid is removed, then the water level comes back to the 100 cc mark. Let me tell you, there are two types. I have written this because of two types. There are two examples for this procedure: observation and conclusion. Not observation, not conclusion. Procedure and observation is there in that. Those who are in class 8 or 9 or 7, they will definitely know that what is water displacement method. If you want to check the volume of a liquid and of an irregular solid, and as well as you know that there are no formulas to measure the volume of a irregular solid, then you can do it by water displacement method. Procedure is same and observation is also same. If the 100 cc mark water is there, and if we put a stone, for example stone, we put it into the measuring cylinder, the water level will rise, and the how much the water level will rise as like 100 cc is there, and it rises up to 120. 20 is the volume of the stone. That is what. So let's start. The water level rises above the 100 cc mark, and if the solid is removed, then the water comes back to the 100 cc mark. Conclusion: the solid occupies the space of the water and thus pushes the water level up, and similarly back to the original level on the removing the solid. Therefore, all the solids and liquids occupy space. So now our next chapter is experimental study gases occupy space. Nice. Procedure. An empty glass tumbler is lowered into a beaker of water. Observation: on tilting the tumbler to one side, bubbles of the air are seen coming out from the lower and the end of the beaker. Let me tell you why this happens. Because if you take a glass and if you pour it in a bucket and straightly, then you will get to see that bubbles will come, because the oxygen was already in the empty space of the glass. Okay, and when it comes to the water, and you know that water oxygen dissolves in water, so gases are there and it tries to come up of the water, so it releases bubbles. You know as well, every even I used to take a mug and pour it into a bucket and create a lot of bubbles. Conclusion: the air inside the tumbler is displaced and the bubbles are pushed out from its floor, and therefore all gases occupy space. I have made a long video by marking all these things. You can see the marking and remember it, because these are the main things. Now this, if you want, then you can take a screenshot, because this is the most important. See, characteristics: volume. Solids have a definite volume. Liquid have a definite volume. Gases has no definite volume. Means it can take shape of the earth also. Even it is more bigger than earth also. You know what I am saying? Shape. Solids have a definite shape, have no definite shape. Liquids and gases also don't have a definite shape. Compressibility means how can we compress it? Solids are not compressible. Liquids are slightly compressible, and gases are highly compressible. Diffusion have no diffusibility. Solids. Liquids have high diffusibility, and gases have high diffusibility. Now, uh, wait, you have to take a screenshot for this, because if you learn this table, half of the things you will learn from the chapter matter. See, you can take the no, don't take a screenshot now. Let me mark all things. Definite means fixed over here. See, take the screenshot in 3, 2, 1. I am removing. Now, again, there is one more classification of matter, which is mass. Solid has mass, liquid has mass, gases also have mass. As we see in in our first three experiments, that solid occupy mass, liquid occupy mass, space. Solid occupies space, and does not tell to think anything, because the definition of the matter is only matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. And one more extra thing is that mass of a body is a constant. There is not any fixed mass of a body. Mass of a body is constant. The total number of atoms contained in a body. Mass is the total number of atoms contained in a body. Density. Solids have high density, as you know. Liquids have less density, and gases have least density. It has least density free surface have any number of free surface. Liquids have one upper free surface. Gases has no free surface because it can freely move into the air. And now there is one more thing that I want to tell you, that it is the atoms of or the atom or molecules in a solid are fixed but can vibrate about their mean position. The molecules in a liquid can move about but remain in a contact with each other. In a gas, the molecules move about freely and travel in a straight lines until they collide with one another or with other objects. These are the three things you have to remember it perfectly. If you don't listen it carefully, then go back and listen it again and revise it or make a note of all my words. Now there are some more points as like Brownian motion, interconvention of matter, kinetic molecular theory of matter. I am not going to tell all these because it is the important terms and definitions. Simple, you can search it from Google and Google will give you more easy definitions, or if you have it in your book then it is very good for you. Take a screenshot for this. Let me do all the markings. Come here. Oh. And let me see you the formula of density is equals to mass by volume. Now if the means in my school or when I was in school, I used to get a question paper where problem sums was I used to get problem sums. For example, in physics and chemistry, I used to get problem sums. What is the density of a solid if its mass is 10 and volume is 20? Then you have to just simply use to do that density D is equals to mass M by volume V. Mass by volume means 10 by 20, and you know what to do again. Take all the markings. Intermolecular space, yeah, it's the main thing that I forgot, and I forgot that it will come in my book. Sorry, in my video. Particles are spaces between them. Solids minimum space. Atoms very closely packed. Liquid have more space than solid because atoms are very closely packed, and gas has maximum space because atoms are far apart. Now take the markings, and you don't need to take a screenshot. You just need to memorize it. If it is given in your book, then very good. Learn it from your book because in my class, when I was a student, ma'am used to accept their answers only, not Google answers. In maths also. See, you can see the gases have less atoms are very far from each other. Liquid are not closely, it are very closely packed. Means some gaps are there. This is called intermolecular space. And there are one more thing which is intramolecular space, which are the forces that hold atoms together within a molecule, which solid contains. See, there are no gaps in between them. See, you can see the things. See, this is not we called a gap because every atom is a circle type of circle, and it doesn't contain and it has to contain gaps. If you want to check that, you can make four circles like this. See, like this, you can make four circles like this. You will definitely find to get this gap and more gas and less gas. Just understand it. Don't need to learn this. Understand this. Intermolecular attraction, it is different, and intermolecular spaces is different. Intermolecular now I have given a very high definition. Let me tell in a short one that intermolecular attraction is the attraction that attract all the atoms or the molecules together. Now solids have very high attraction of intermolecular space. If liquids have very less attraction, and gases have very weak attraction, as you can see very less attraction. See, no need to take the marking, just remember this or make a note of my words. You can see, okay. Now the movement of particles, it is called diffusions. If you don't know this, then learn this. Diffusions are the movement of particles or between atoms. It occurs mostly between atoms. Solids about their own position, but it can vibrate when it is heated. Liquids in a continuous motion, they move always in their range. Gases in any random direction, they can go anywhere. Particles of matter. Matter is any state is composed of small particles, namely molecules, atoms, or ions. You have to just take this. Let me do the marking first, then you can take a screenshot. Matter is any state. It is composed of a small particle, namely molecules, atoms, or ions. Particles of matter are very small, have intermolecular interaction between them, have intermolecular spaces between them, are in constant random motion, possess energy due to random motion called kinetic energy. Take the markings, okay? I think I should give you one more extra time. Take a screenshot of this or make a note of my words. Solid intermolecular force of attraction. Maximum particles in a solid are closely packed, have intermolecular spaces between molecules. Minimum can vibrate about their mean position only. I have told about this. Can vibrate about their mean position. Let me do the marking first. See, I've told vibrate about their mean position only. Have molecules have least kinetic energy. So let me tell you the kinetic definition that all matter is composed of atoms and the molecules which are constantly moving. Hence, all matters possess an energy of motion, which is called kinetic energy, which is perceived by as a which is perceived as temperature. Liquids intermolecular force of attraction less compared to solids. Particles in a liquid are less closely packed, have intermolecular spaces between molecules slightly more than solids, more freely within the liquid, but not leaving the liquid. Have molecules having large kinetic energy. See, this is very important. Liquids. This definition comes in when I was used to be the children. These definitions come very tough. Means man can turn the questions like a wheel of a tire. Gases, intermolecular force of attraction negligible. Particles in gas are least closely packed of intermolecular spaces between molecules completely very large when compared with a solid and liquid. Move freely in any direction and fill any spaces. Have molecule having very large kinetic energy. Yes, they have a very large kinetic energy. So I am as max means see whenever you are writing a notes I used to tell very fast. My sir also used to tell very fast and I have to write short forms. You please use short forms. I will like maximum write max, minimum write min. Because like DEC, you can write all these in your notes which you can revise. My sir also used to learn very fast. He used to say now. He used to say like this. Sometimes elastic and made to change the shape by applying the force. So this is mainly used like this. He used to say, and I have to write faster and faster and use short forms. Use short forms. Now this is the main important. You have to learn this by heart. Particles have intermolecular attraction. See, what do they do? Globules of mercury are placed in a petri dish and kept at a distance. The petri dish is shown slowly and a mercury globulus come together forming a big globule. The above activity concludes that a force of attraction exists between the parts of matter. Take all the marking and take a screenshot. I will learn this by heart. Particles are closely packed in a solid and less in liquids. Taking a measure of cylinder and add 100 ml of water liquid to it. Add crystal of sugar solid to the water. This is not going to come. This activity is not going to come if you don't want it because the chemicals used in it are very harmful for you. However, water after addition of sugar remains the same. Particles of a liquid are less closely packed. Particles of solid are closely packed. The sugar particles fill the intermolecular spaces which must be existing in between the molecules and hence the level of the water if the measuring cylinder doesn't rise. I'm not going to say this. You can take a screenshot because this is a very easy procedure that everyone knows. Leave it. A crystal of iodine is heated in a flask. The crystal contains X number of particles, turns into vapor, which also contains X number of particles and fills the complete flask. Particles of solid example crystal of iodine are more closely packed, and of gases example vapors of iodine are least closely packed and fill the flask completely. Interconversion of matter phenomenon. Yes, I see that, but this is very long. I am telling you the short. The phenomenon of change of one state of matter into another and back it to another state is called interconversion of matter. For example, if you boil, means if you heat a solid as like ice cube, it will convert into liquid, and if you heat it more, then it will convert into water vapor. And when it touches the surface of your roof which is cold usually, and water vapor when come in contact with a cold surface it will become liquid again, and if you carry that liquid and put it into a deep freezer, then you will get to see that it is again became solid, and this is called interconversion of matter. Learn this by heart or learn my definition or make notes. See, this is called gases. sorry, wait, solid. Sublimation is called gases. This, uh, this is called condensation into liquid. I told that evaporation, gases, deposition. It is a very complicated method. And see, freezing, and this is melting. Melting, freezing. Easy. You just need to understand everything that I am saying. Melting. You read this, the conversion of substance on heating from solid state to liquid state, particles of solid gain energy, vibrate and overcome force of the attraction. Melting point, it 0 degree Celsius, no other things to you to learn. Just remember this cycle. 0 degree Celsius is the melting point of a liquid. Vaporization and boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius of a pure water. Of a pure water, the conversion of substance on heating from liquid to vapor state is called vaporization. On a pure water, air condensation. No, see, this name liquefaction is the other name of the condensation. You can write this as well and this as well. The conversion of substance and cooling from vapor state, solid, liquid state, it is a fixed temperature at which the vapor changes into liquid. Oh, back. Melting point, I have told you, 0 degrees Celsius. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, then like it, share it, subscribe it, as well as press the bell icon so that you can get my new videos as well. Thank you for watching this video and goodbye for now.